You are listening to your favourite Australian brow duo. My name is Helina.
And my name is Shay.
And we are the proud hosts of the Barefaced and Naked podcast.
We are talking all things business, beauty, bariatric surgery, and just a little spice of some crazy stuff.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Welcome, season 4, baby.
We are season 4. It's 2023.
Oh my God. We have been doing this since July, 21?
Oh yeah, no,
It's nearly coming up to 2 years.
Yeah, no, because we've only known each other for 3 years. So we actually discussed that earlier today.
Insane.
Crazy.
And today, guys, we've just done a huge branding
It is
reshoot.
Rewind. Go back and bring them through our day. Like it has been a massive morning. It does, and like it may not sound like it, but if you've ever done a photo shoot,
It takes it out of you,
it
right?
really does. Especially because, so I came down yesterday afternoon. So I drove from the Sunshine Coast to the Gold Coast, about 2 and a bit hours.
She was a drive and
She was a drive, but like it's a straight line on a highway. So that does take it out of me sometimes. And I came and I got to see Shay's beautiful new home.
My new house.
So we'll talk about that. And then, we were kind of up chatting because we had Shay, who is our podcast manager, over.
Have we ever discussed the name thing? Because our photographer today was like, who's who?
Oh my God. And I'm half the time like, who's who? I feel like I'm talking to like my 2 kids that have the same name sometimes.
Shay. Real quick, my full name's Shanae. Our podcast manager's full name is Shane. We both have been going by Shay for like
Forever. Yeah.
So you just get Shay and Shay.
Well, I was like, it would be weird if I called you Shanae.
That's weird.
That's
weird.
Probably
so
never
like Shay and Shay it is. Yeah. And you just got to like, whoever's got eye contact is who you're speaking to.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we came down, we all had dinner together last night, which was really nice. And then we just stayed up chatting for a bit. My eyes were falling out of my head at like 8.
Helena was doing her yawns.
Yeah. Oh, Helena yawning. What? That's weird. So yeah, we did that, and then I was rudely awoken from my sleep from Shay at like 6 o'clock this morning.
6:15. I was like, we've got a photo shoot to do.
Wakey, like walks into the room. And then I like dashed into the shower. We got ready. Shay made coffees downstairs. Literally within like, I think 15 minutes of waking up, we were out the door.
Got to go. You've Dysoned.
I Dysoned my hair and I was like, let's go. And we had a makeup booking at 7.
Yeah.
And then, which was amazing. We were there done.
If you're watching the video right now, you'll see that Helena is like beautifully fresh face.
I'm like full
face. Yeah. And I just like scrubbed my makeup off. So you've got like 2 different sides of us right now.
We were having a giggle because we're constantly saying, since we started filming for YouTube, we were like, we need to put in way more effort.
We need to like start being presentable.
Yeah, because I'd rock up here in sweats to film, which is fine. And then now I'm like sitting here with a full face of makeup, fucking fake tan on, like ready to rumble.
She's ready to go. Like you could do a round 2.
I mean, I look like I'm ready for a photo shoot now. But photo shoot was fun. They're tiring. This is our second branding shoot that we've done for actually probably our third, sorry.
Yeah.
Because we had one at an Airbnb together.
Yeah.
So this will be our second shoot with Hannah Sugarman. And you got to put in the vibes.
It's like you're sweating, you're blinded by the lights.
Yeah.
It's a lot. But we're really excited to bring a new feel into this season.
Well, I was going to say, I feel like that is something that we can like touch on because I feel like with photo shoots, obviously you got to work around your color schemes and stuff. And we are switching up our color scheme.
Rebirthing ourselves.
Yeah, we are. And it was so fun to see the colors come alive.
Yes.
At the shoot today.
Getting out of from like the browns and the nudes. And like, I feel like that's a really 2020 to 22 type vibe.
Definitely.
Like we've all been using and abusing the nudes palette.
Absolutely.
And we're all sick of it. We're like, get out of my face. So
and I just think as well, Shay and I have been trying to discuss the direction of the podcast that we want it to go in.
Not only the podcast, but also like the brow industry.
Oh, absolutely.
We're wanting to just change things up, right?
Yeah.
And get out of whatever's been happening for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
It's been very just
absolutely.
Same.
So the direction for the podcast, Shay.
We're bringing fun. We're bringing creative.
It's the word. That's like creative fun.
Yep.
Like Because I was saying to the girls before that, you know, if I meet a new client for the first time or something and I say to them, you know, if they're like, oh, what are you doing on the weekend or something? And I'm like, oh, going to the Gold Coast. I have a branding shoot for my podcast that I have with my friend Shay. And they're like, oh, podcast. And you're like, yeah. And then they just, and I feel like it's, you kind of get, you're a brow artist, so you get put into the category and they're like, oh, so it's just for brows. It's just about brows. And I'm like, well, no, girl.
Baby girl, I'm for everyone.
Yeah. And that's the thing I think that I want us to kind of be more about is that the podcast that we do, yeah, we do focus on brows and within the beauty industry, but there's so many other branches off within the podcast, and hence why we are bringing more of the bariatric side into our podcast as well, because I feel like we can reach such an audience just with the podcast.
Absolutely.
Like we were saying the other day, we both receive messages on Instagram in regards to how we started, what our best advice is for someone starting out. You know, I had a no-show. How do I deal with it? What booking system do you guys use? The list goes on. And the fact that we have created a platform to be like, hey girl, we've actually discussed this on our podcast in so much depth. Go and have a listen.
Yeah.
So I think that it's something that is amazing that we have created this platform, as well as it being like almost like a community of support.
Yeah.
It's also a platform of education, and it's free. Hey, did you guys hear that? Like,
it's free.
It is though. And we do give out so much to our listeners. But in saying that, like I feel like we've both always been very firm believers in you don't always have to pay for something to learn it.
Yeah.
In the way that, like, it's just, you know, yeah, there's a line with oversharing and gatekeeping.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's, you know, what booking system do you use? Like, you could go to book and see what booking system I use anyway. So, yeah. Brow TV is a world-first online masterclass subscription platform for the beauty industry, giving artists access to live demonstrations, masterclasses, and exclusive interviews from artists worldwide.
With 3 masterclasses already live on the platform and many more to come, all of this can be included in your monthly fee, which you can find over at www.thisisbrowtv.com. Brow TV has also been kind enough to give us a code for our listeners. Use the code in capitals BareNaked10 for 10% off your subscription fee. We would like to thank Brow TV for being a sponsor of our podcast once again. New year, guys. Helina, what does the new year look like for you in a few words? And also, what's something that you really want to focus on and maybe improve on, or
like business wise or personal?
Let's do a bit of both.
Okay. Well, I can answer that. I can answer the thing that I want to do more of. Personally, I have said to myself that I would like to do one random act of kindness a week.
I love that. Just
to a stranger, to a friend, to myself. I told you an example in the car that I bumped into a lady that so this was like last week. So this is my most recent act of kindness.
So she's got to do this week's one.
Yeah. So last week I bumped into a lady I used to work with when I worked in pharmacy. She was running around like a headless chook, and I was like, hey, like, Julie, what are you doing? And she was telling me like how her mum, who's really, unfortunately really unwell, had no groceries at home. And she was like, I need to get some groceries for mum on my lunch break, and I need to take them to her when I finish work. And I was like, okay, well, what time do you finish work? And she was like 7. It was 4:30. And I was like, oh my. I was like, where's your mum live? And it was only like 15, 20 minutes away. So I was like, give me the list. Give me the list, give me the address, and I'll get it done. I'll sort it. Because I had no other plans for the day. It was a Monday. You know, Mondays are usually pretty cruisy if I'm not here. So I was like, yep, I'll do it. And like, she was so taken back.
Oh, that would have made a week.
That is just so nice. And I was like, good, tick. That's my good deed for the week. But it's just like, I think to be able to do that for someone and it was like a free act of kindness.
Yeah.
Like, why not?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was, I want to do more of that. Even if it's just a message to an old friend or something like that. Doesn't always have to necessarily be like a gesture.
Yeah.
Just, you know, a random message, or, you know, telling my sister she's an amazing mom, or taking my friends' kids off them for the night so they can have a date night. Something like that.
I love that. And I would definitely like you've inspired me to really make sure that, you know, it's something that we do. I just think
making more of a conscious effort to know that the people that that you surround yourself with are there because like they mean something to you. So yeah, there's that. And then business wise, I think I have a few things I'd like to achieve this year. I want to be smart about how I go about them though. So let me check back in with you on that one.
Okay. We'll come back to that one.
But I think as well, like kind of coming out of the Salon Rising course that we did towards the end of last year was a very big eye opener for me for how I need to go on and carry on those, you know, skills and stuff that we learned in that. So yeah, just carrying on like the structure of Bareface in the way that I want it to be, and still living like a very happy work-life balance and stuff like that.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But I hope 2023 brings me happiness and success, and I hope that everyone listening gets that as well.
Yeah.
I think that everyone just deserves, just to feel like they are, like you're doing what you love every day. How can you have a bad day?
Oh, that was really nice and sweet.
What about you? You tell me.
Okay, so personal thing, something that I really want to improve on. I am so funny with times, and I know this is going to sound so weird to someone listening.
Oh, right? Far out. Yeah.
Like I stress over time. Like today we had somewhere to be and we were meant to be there at 7:00. And Maps was saying we're getting there at 7:02, and the anxiety that comes over me when not being on a time.
The dead silence in the car.
I was like, literally, Helina was like, "She, like, you can slow down." I was like, "We're gonna be late." Like, and I know it's so fine, and it was 2 minutes, but I was like, it's an appointment. But even if I say to myself, like, I'm going to the shops at 10 a.m., and if I'm not at the shops at 10 a.m., I'm stressed. And it's so silly to say out loud. Like, I just need to let go.
That's fine. That's something for you. But like I did say, I've never met someone who needs an ETA for everywhere they're going.
I finish work and I know the exact same path that I've done for however long, but I will still put on my ETA. I'm like, I need to know the time that I'm going to be home, and I want to make sure I'm home by there. So it's something that it's just a little me thing that I'm like, fun. Let that go. We're going to improve on like our anxiety around time. Mm-hmm. And that goes in so many different like aspects of life. But yeah, definitely just chilling out. Yep. It's not the end of the world if something doesn't go to plan. So maybe that's what I want to say. It's okay if things don't go to plan.
Yeah.
Maybe areas that way. But business, I really love training. I really love training others, and I really love traveling. Mm-hmm. And I would love to see more of those two things come together this year for the Naked Brow courses. And, you know, I've got quite a few students booked, one-on-one students booked in. I've got 3 different states already to go in the next 2 months. But I would love to get overseas and do some training.
How fun.
Yeah.
I totally feel
that's on the top of the list.
Yeah.
Get overseas and, train some students up.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
So yeah, that's where I'm at. But we were having this discussion last night about where we see even just the brow industry, people who aren't in the brow industry. We would even love to have you involved on this conversation, because we're trying to predict or even create the trends, right? What's new?
We're going
what's
on to
next?
The trends.
Yeah, let's chat about it, because we said for the last 2 years, I think we've all been in a bit of a COVID bubble, a bit unsure what the next step is.
Stagnant.
So stagnant. Yeah. And yes, doing stuff, but like I look back over the last 2 years and I'm like, I've been doing the last 2 years, I've been doing the exact same shit.
But I almost feel like if you need to be like persistent with stuff as well when it comes to like trending like things.
Yeah.
And I feel like as well, like it's, if you see it once or twice and then you're like, oh, I want to do that. Like that's how it starts. It needs to be something that you know, you may post something and it may not hit quite the audience that you want it to hit straight away.
Yeah.
But be persistent with it. Like I was with my BF, like my Lamy separating technique. Just be persistent with it. and then you kind of, I mean, yes, some things don't go
pick up.
Yeah. But then some things do.
Yeah.
But in saying that, I haven't seen probably a trend since jelly masks.
Okay.
You reckon?
Yeah. Because in the hair world, right, I feel like we're very much in like the choppy, the mullety, the front fringes, right?
Yeah, okay.
So like this is all like, so that's like in the hair world. So I'm like, okay, what's happening in the brow world?
I just yawned again. I don't know.
I saw that. Don't you worry. If I had to predict this year of brow trends, I think a lot more of a lightened brow. So
I was just thinking bleach.
Bleached. I was thinking bleached, softening things up. And even stepping away from like a real quite intense lamine in the height and the fluff of it. They're my like little predictions.
Okay. What about like social media like trend though?
Ooh, okay.
I'm trying to think like, because I feel like that could be a thing with clients because I see that. I have definitely seen, I've had personally more people coming in just for brow lamination and new clients trying brow lamination with no dye.
Yeah.
Obviously, if they have not the most ideal eyebrow for it without the dye, as the artist, you obviously suggest that they need the dye. But I have had a lot of people coming in just for lammies.
Like softening things up.
Yeah, not just being, it's obviously not as intense when you do when you don't do the dye. So yeah, but I think like social media wise, artists and like the creators and stuff are going to try and showcase themselves more.
Totally. We're seeing behind the
business
scenes owner. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's going to be not as like, you know, brushing a brow and stuff like that. I feel like
it's brow. It's like who's behind. Yeah. I think people are getting a lot more confident with it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Which I don't think necessarily is a bad thing. Fine line though with I don't want to see you like partying on the weekend. But then
you're so right. Yeah. I don't need to see you drinking on your business page.
That's what I mean. I don't like unless it's for a celebration of something to do with business, I get that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see like a weekend vlog on your business page.
Yeah.
I want to see a day in the life of a business owner.
Yeah.
And a day in the life of clients and stuff like that. But like getting shit faced on business, Graham.
Do you see many people do that? I only
Not
see
really.
what is on the barefaced page, but
no, not really. But I'm just thinking like
maybe that's
it could
stepping
go very
over the
like
boundary.
if people are going to get into the like idea and the mindset of filming themselves more and that I'm just like, fine line with what content you post on it's your business page at the end of the day. Have your own personal one for stuff like that.
If you are looking to stock your salon with some amazing and well-respected lash and brow products, you need to look no further than Lash Rescue. Since 2020, Lash Rescue has been saving lashes and brows with their signature serums, oils and mascaras that are stocked worldwide and available for wholesale. Rosie, Lottie and Abby are Lash Rescue's powerful growth serums made to revitalize, thicken and restore moisture to both lashes and brows. These products are stocked in both Helina and Eyes salons and they are an absolute game changer. Clients come in, they're looking for a new brow and lash serum, and they leave with Lash Rescue. The results and feedback that we have in regards to these products are just unbelievable. They are safe for the eyes and lashes. You get amazing results without any irritations, and their packaging is absolutely to die for. Whether you like to buy in bulk or you just like to grab 10 at a time, wholesaling is a great option if you are wanting to be stocking beautiful products that you can place in your salon. We would like to thank Lash Rescue for joining us for another season of the podcast. They can be found over at Bella Beauty or head to their website, Lash Rescue, and you can find all the details on becoming a stockist. Okay, so Helina, our trends that we predict are bringing in maybe some bleach brows.
Yeah.
A lot more of a soft, not so intense look.
Yeah.
And then also a lot more behind the scenes with the business owners.
I think
socials.
so. I just think I can see like social media, it's
evolving.
It's what I mean. It's never going anywhere. It's always getting bigger. There's always going to be something else that's happening.
Yeah.
And I mean, just keeping up with trends on social media as well as trends within your industry is stressful enough. So,
like, oh my God, that's too much.
Literally. So yeah, I mean, we could be so off. But
Let's
excited.
check back in this time next year.
I'm excited to see what trends do come about within the next 12 months. And
what do you think about coloured brows?
I was in like pink and purple.
Pink and purple, green and blue.
Personally, wouldn't never do it myself.
On yourself? Would you do it on a client? Would you be open to doing a coloured brow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? If that's what
I'm
they
seeing
want.
them pop up, especially in the Russians world.
Oh, well, it's going to be
And
here soon.
obviously,
then. Don't worry about it.
trendsetters.
Oh, dying when I said to Shay the other day, I sent her something on Instagram and I was like, oh my God, look at this. I found that Instagram and I was like, it was just colour.
Yeah.
And I was like, I loved it.
It was a lady in Russia, wasn't she?
Yeah. And I was like, let's go. And Shay's like, we can't.
We can't go there. I would love to learn from those Russian brow artists because they are incredible.
They are like, I can't say this word, but
phenomenal. Is that the one you're going for?
phenomenal.
Oh, you said it. That's the one.
Oh, I said it. I'm not saying it again, but that
Phenomenal.
word. They are phenomenal. That lost it.
There it is. Yep.
But that's what I mean. They're so unique in
Yeah.
what they do, and any trend that's actually a trend that's big. You
they
will
started brow lamination.
literally.
That 5 years ago, we were like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The days
like,
when you used to glue
Yeah.
the brow hairs down first. It was like a touch on lash lifts. So they would glue it first and then we're all like, no, you don't need glue.
Yeah, no. Don't
Side
need
note, if you're
adhesive.
using glue while doing brow lami, run.
Don't. You don't
Run.
need adhesive at all.
No.
Don't. Throw it out. See ya.
Bye.
Outs
Okay.
for 2023. Adhesive on your eyebrows.
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay.
Let's take a moment to discuss one of our beautiful sponsors, Bella Beauty Professional. Bella Beauty is an Australian one-stop shop for all your brow and lash needs. Bella Beauty stocks the best range in brow waxing, tinting, dyeing, lamination, lash lifting, plus so much more. We have recently just brought out the Favorites collection with Bella Beauty, which includes Helina's and my favorite brush sets. The handles on these brushes make sure that you do not get recognizable staining of tints, and the flat plus small and large angled brush ensures that you have a brush for all surfaces and all types of brows. Bella Beauty ships worldwide and their turnaround is incredibly fast. Now, you guys know Bella Beauty has been with us since the very beginning, and we are starting a new season, which means a new discount code. So, are you ready? You have your products lined up, you're in your checkout carts, and you need to enter in the details, capital BFNS4. That is BFNS4 in all capitals, and this will get you a cheeky discount code off all products. You guys need to make sure that you keep a real close eye out for Bella Beauty as they are introducing their whole new range, and every month they are bringing out incredible brands, making sure that us brow and lash artists are working with only the best. Thank you, Bella Beauty, for sponsoring our podcast once again. And if you wanted a little reminder, BFNS4 for a discount code when you check out. Helina, tomorrow is a day for you.
Tomorrow is a big day.
do you
I'll
wanna
be asleep for
share?
half of it, but yeah. So tomorrow, which is, what will the date be?
17?
It will be the 17th of January, is not only my 1 year post weight loss surgery.
Holy shit.
It is my gallbladder removal surgery.
Holy
tomorrow.
shit.
So I will be, I would have gone in 50 minutes ago to this time tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm having my gallbladder removed by my weight loss surgeon. So the same guy that did my surgery last year, because as everyone is aware, I have had gallbladder attacks.
They fucking suck.
Oh, they're literally the worst. And you do feel like a ticking time bomb because they happen whenever, wherever.
And for however long they want.
Yeah, exactly. Like I have spent thousands at emergency departments at the hospitals to get in, and
That's right, because you have to pay when you, even though you got the private, right?
I have got private health, yeah, but to get into, I've been going to one on the Sunshine Coast. I should have a frequent flyer card there at this point for like my attacks in Budrum, and it's like $450 every time just to get in. They make you pay before you go in.
You're like, oh,
Yeah,
and they're like, just tap,
I'm like gallbladder
please.
attack, and they're like, yeah, is that on card? And I'm like, So yeah.
Oh my
So,
God.
and I'm talking like I've had like 5 or 6 attacks.
Ouch.
I think it's 6. I've lost count. So yeah, thousands. So,
I think people don't really know how common it is when you do have weight loss surgery.
well,
and you
that's
have
the
a
thing
lot
as
of
well,
weight
because
loss.
it's a common side effect from weight loss in general. So I don't necessarily like blaming my weight loss surgery for it. But in saying that, I wouldn't have lost the weight that I have lost if it wasn't for the surgery. So
I don't know one person who hasn't had weight loss surgery and hasn't had.
a gallbladder attack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I
they
think
had
it's
it
because you get
removed.
so dehydrated and whatnot. Like, it's literally just the way your body works.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm having that done tomorrow. I'm going to record, like, as much as I can in regards to, like, a vlog of, like, my gallbladder recovery.
You're trying to like beat the timer and he's like, count down from 10. And you're
Yeah.
like, 10.
That's what I mean when you're going under the anesthetic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna record as much as I can in hospital and stuff like that as well. Obviously, we have guidelines on YouTube that we don't want to cross.
Okay.
But we're gonna create a little vlog and we're gonna post it on the YouTube just for people just to see generally how you recover, because I have tried to look up. Because I like knowing what I'm in for. I've tried to look up like people recovering from gallbladder stuff, and there was nothing in Australia on it. So yeah, I'm just gonna look. I might not even post it because I might look like a bag of dicks, but we'll see. So I'm nervous, but I'm not. I honestly think I'm more nervous for the gas pain that comes along with a surgery like that.
Oh, I didn't have any gas pain for that one. I got gas pain on the weight loss surgery
Yeah,
one.
mine was fucked after
I
weight loss
didn't have
surgery.
any for gall.
So that's good to know.
Fingers crossed.
And also the fact that I can't train for like 2 or 3 weeks with the gym. So yeah, but I'm having a couple of weeks off of work. I probably don't need that much, but I have got some time. I've got like a handful of projects that I would like to get and hit the ground running with next week. The week after, sorry. So I've just taken some time off to kind of work on the business, not in the business as well. So yeah, that's happening for me. I've kind of ridden January off at this point because I went back to work on the 4th of January this year, and I only worked for the first 10 days in January really. So yeah, I returned to work on the 31st of Jan. So yeah.
So that's the refresh, the restart there.
Yeah, that's when like I'm starting I rode January off last year too because I had my weight loss surgery.
True.
So, and I feel like that was wild. I don't think I got into a routine or a rhythm until like April, to be honest, after that. So, but yeah, I will do a little 1 year check-in, I think, on the podcast kind of thing. So
Sure, everyone would love that. And like you said, there's nothing out there, anyone sharing that experience.
Yeah.
In Australia, it might be different overseas.
yeah, I think as well for our age, it's, it's common, but it's not for people to have the surgery that we've had. So I still say it's the best thing I've ever done for myself.
With the year recap coming up for tomorrow, how do you feel like your skin is going? Really question and think about before going into the surgery itself.
I said that loose skin was my biggest fear. So I've nearly lost 50 kilos and I have got loose skin. I showed you it yesterday. I had actually a girl message me on Instagram and say to me like, oh my God, you have no loose skin. Like you look amazing. And I was in bike shorts and like a long t-shirt and stuff. And I was like, you can't see my skin.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That comment kind of pissed me off a little bit.
Okay.
In a way.
Yeah.
Without getting too like, not upset or anything, but like just because I was like, well, it's, you
don't actually know.
That's what I mean. You don't actually know what's underneath. And it is still 12 months on, probably the biggest struggle. And I think as well, mentally accepting that the only way I can fix that is from surgery. Like I've got loose skin in my armpit. Like
got a little chestnut.
Yep,
I feel that.
I've got that on my inner thighs. I've got it on my lower stomach. I don't have tits anymore. I've got sacks with a nipple at the end of it.
Okay.
Like that's what I've got for me this year, I am going to be getting a breast lift and a breast augmentation. So that's later in this year.
Have you got that booked in?
Not yet.
Okay. Are you keen to share that?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
for
love
sure.
that.
Not showing photos of my titties for free. I might have to charge for that. But
Just start up the OnlyFans.
Side note, someone made a fake profile of me yesterday, and I have had about 15 people send it to me and be like, "Is this true?" And is this real? And I'm like, "No." If it was real, I think I'd be sharing the link myself to profit off that. But anyways, yeah. So skin wise, it is. I mean, look, it's great, and I know there is other people out there that have had it worse than me, and then there is other people out there that didn't get it too much. But when you think about it, like I have had weight loss surgery. Like I was a lot bigger. I stretched my skin for over 20 years. Like there's no way that a collagen supplement's going to fix that overnight. And I think that's one thing that I had to accept as well, because I have collagen every day. I have for the last 6 months. Is it helping? I don't really know.
Yeah. It's not going to like suck your skin back.
That's what I mean. Yeah. It doesn't. And like I won't name names of the family member, but I have had one person constantly at me being like, it's fine. Like, just keep working out. And I'm like, I have for the last 10 months. I literally.
You can't outrun skin.
Literally.
Yeah.
That's the most perfect thing. Like when the skin elasticity is gone, it's gone. You might be able to tighten it a smidge and everyone's like, get skin needling. I'm like, what? What? Like, even like, yeah. Anyways, year recap. Yeah, my skin I do have areas of my body that do have loose skin. Am I insecure about them? Absolutely. Will I showcase them on social media? Probably not. But
you do still share the raw side behind it all. You're not like, hey, here's my bloody loose skin flapping at the camera.
Yeah.
But you're like, don't forget there is lumps and bumps that you might not see on an angle.
Heaps of lumps and bumps, if not probably more than I did before, because I don't have the fat cells like filling up the lumps anymore kind of thing. But again, like I said, best thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
I would do it all again in a heartbeat.
The lifestyle changes, what do you feel like have changed over the last 12 months?
My drinking, I think I definitely don't drink as much because I generally think it's because I'm not as sad as I was.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like I used to drink. Like I could have a wine every night. Kind of
like
thing.
by yourself?
Yeah.
Was like at that point? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And like going out, I don't go out if at all anymore. Yeah. I'll go out for a boogie with my friends here and there, but I'll smoke bomb at like 9. And
bed's calling.
Yeah, literally. Obviously, like having an active lifestyle for me is a massive thing too. Like I get up at 5 a.m. every day through the week and then 6 on Saturdays and go to gym for 45 minutes to an hour. You know, first and second day of the year this year, I climbed a mountain with 2 different people on 2 different days because I was bored.
Love that.
What?
Love
why
that.
did I what? A mountain climb. But that's what that's how I know my mindset has shifted, because I literally would rather go to bed, get an early night's sleep and wake up early for gym than stay up late and sleep all day the next day. Like, yeah. So mindset's massive, and that is one thing I underestimated with weight loss surgery was that you need to have a fucking strong mindset and you need to have a tough skin when it comes to people's comments. Because I'll tell people, I went out for dinner with a group of my dad's mates the other week, and I order kids' meals wherever I go because I'm just like, I'm full. That's fine. Yeah. And I had someone question me as to why I ordered a kids' meal. And I was like, oh, I had weight loss surgery, so I don't really eat much kind of thing. And that's what I just say.
Was this a male? Okay.
He's like, oh, you don't look like you need weight loss surgery. I was like, yeah, bruh, because I've had it.
I just don't think there needs to be any comments.
No comments.
And
that's the thing. Like when people make a comment, I almost get like my feathers up.
Yeah.
And I get like arky because I'm like, why? And I said to him, I was like, well, I look like that because I've had it. And he just looked at me and I'm like, that was kind of rude. Sorry. Yeah. Like, but it's like, this is dumb. Anyways, so
some people are just clueless, though.
Literally.
But yeah, if I had to give anyone some advice, if they know someone who's maybe having it done, you don't need to comment on anyone's. No. Even like, I think people think when they see you and you've lost a lot of weight, they're like, oh my God, you look amazing. Like you look so stunning. And I'm like, did I not
Yeah, it's the
then.
and
It's
that's
just
the
some funny
thing.
comments.
It's you know, for me as well, it can be the mood that I'm in on the way that I take a comment, because
I think if you're like, you look so happy, you look so
the
glowing,
like
those things where it's like it's coming from an inner,
I love being told that I look
outwards.
happy.
Yeah.
Because I am generally the happiest and the healthiest I've ever been.
Yeah. Not, oh my God, you're so skinny.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
When someone calls me, I have even had people say to me, stop losing weight.
Mm-hmm.
Being like, literally, like, I had someone say it to me the other day, like put their arm around me and they were like, you know, you look great, but I think it's time to stop.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
I hate it. I hate it all.
And I was like, and like, it was a parental figure of like a good friend of mine. And I like bit my tongue and I was like, haha, well, can't really control it. So, but I've said to people, I have stayed the same weight for the last 4 months. I go to gym, so I'm building muscle on my body. So yeah, I'm going to look different, but I have stayed 62 kilos for going on to 4 months now. Mm-hmm. And that's what I say. I say, oh, I haven't lost any more weight since the last time I saw you.
Yeah.
So it's your eyes. I don't know. And then I get bitchy. Yeah. I'm like, shut up.
Because you want to get in just like defense mode,
yeah,
right?
But then it's also kind of like, it's hard to explain to someone of like, I actually can't stop it.
No, you can't.
Like I can't, stomach switch off.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm just like, you know, if you wouldn't like someone saying it to you, don't say it. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say it. If you even think if you're not calling me fat, or, you know, even saying that I'm too skinny, like that's not a nice comment to make, because then that makes me question my body image.
Comments you keep to yourself.
Just shut up. So
it's like the easiest advice to give to anyone who wants to give a compliment. You don't need to speak on anyone's body.
No, just, you look happy, or that's just, it's not, I mean, they're nice to hear, but I would rather be told that I look happy than you look skinny.
Yeah.
Any day of the week.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Amen, sister.
Amen, my Barry sister.
My Barry. You've never said that before.
Yeah, well, you call me Helina, so.
Always.
Helina. Anyways, this was a lovely little catch up. We went on a few little tangents, but that's fine. That's what this podcast is about.
But it's been a big day. We're ready for a refresh of a year.
Yeah.
I'm excited for a new feel brought to it.
It's going to be
a lot more video content.
Absolutely.
We're really excited.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll leave this one here. We'll wrap it up and we'll be back. Our next guest, actually, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
In our next episode.
I was going to say, it is going to be
something different.
That I think a lot of people almost have anticipated, but we have finally locked it in and it's happening. And we're so excited to bring it to you guys, because I've never actually seen a podcast episode with this guest.
No.
So it's very exciting. But thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you so much for your constant support. We are in season 4 of our little baby podcast.
It's happening again.
So proud. And we couldn't do any of this without you guys listening to us.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Make sure to be supporting us on the podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music. If you want to stay up to date, make sure you hit that subscribe button and keep up with every episode. Thank you for watching.